Ndi rongjong zofa chimbu sante na ha ko yonan ye gana chi dungal chong li tro deva ni kap ga deva thadu gi deva thamchi ndani che us ta yen chi le tsawa ni ne re ga sul mare tani nda ma to nan khorbuk njongkhong dungal ga tsawa yija cha yi ne njongkhong ma abundare ti do te 제좀 타밍 코르발 참도지요 샌드레디오드 다 샌드라 연지문치 독제지도 로노소스 갱커리스 I'm just to say talking about the natural great perfections. We a little bit maybe to recite natural say to again natural great perfection mind, natural great perfection mind. Actually, this natural great perfection mind, it is not kind of the existing externally. And this one is the way talking about our mind. And also, these natural great perfections, of course, it is very difficult to how to say it, receive the teaching and also to understand of the meaning of the natural great perfections. And here is like kind of way, a symbolic way. To teacher is absolutely no qualified. Maybe student, I would to say the fortunate and suitable contain maybe, but for myself, but maybe we can just kind of a little bit to put habitual forming imprinting to kind of to many times to hear like way of the recite mantras to every day maybe count to say natural great perfection mind. Natural great perfection is kind of, maybe it can a little bit kind of just maybe appetize, or maybe a little bit kind of what it is really. I heard some the word to say the natural great perfections, but actually they said it is my mind. But also the real to meaning of the natural great perfection, it is reality, our like kind of the essence of the mind. In this world, there is one name is very much well known, and worldwidely it is well known. Everybody knows. You are Buddhist, don't know Buddhist. Everybody talking about the Buddhas. This Buddha, the name of the Buddha, it was real appear in India as the human forms, and that is his name, Buddha Shakyamuni knows. And also this person, this extraordinary person, magnificent mankind persons appear in this world, in our human societies. And also he is not come from something else, he's come from his own mind. That we need to think. And it's come from the natural great perfections. The natural great perfection mind is existent in the current or the present mind, present cognitive in the moment. Of course, at the moment, maybe we think, really, existence in my mind is the natural great perfections. when I think myself to concerning my mind is horrible. If I want to send, it doesn't go away. If I'm telling to this to sit, never sit. And if I want to catch, I cannot catch. It's a terrible running around and to digging all on the past kind of the memories, and also it's like kind of all the future planners invited, and in the presently different kind of the thoughts snatched. Never it rest. It is restless. It is not rest. It is say, I'm tired. Maybe it's like, I am tired. Of course, you tired. But you are running around. You make tired yourself, then you tired us. But like this inside, how it is existent, the natural great perfections. But it is like kind of it has, or it exists in the mind. If we take care of this present mind, to cherish this present mind, to look after this present mind, or give education to this present mind, we will to make the manifestation. This mind itself become the natural great perfection of the Buddha. And if we realize it, or we are making the manifestations, we are Buddha, we are completely free from any kind of sufferings, birth, old age, sickness, death. This is the principal sufferings. And therefore, we need and to try as much as we could. This is the very important. If we don't care this mind, complicate. My mind is like this. How can I do? Of course, everybody's mind at the moment we call the samsaric mind. Why you call the samsaric mind? Samsaric mind. Samsaric mind, it is the confusion. The essence of the confusion is the sufferings. And therefore, if we are like kind of the gift free, okay, you can to bring or to like kind of the digging all the past, all the invite in the few thoughts, and presently you can and just mind to follow all the after the disturbing emotions. Then is all the times we are confused and suffering, depressed, anxieties, and then who can to help to us? Actually, Buddha, he said, how I can to help? I give you methods in order to make yourself to liberation, to be enlightened man. Otherwise, how can I do? I searched, of course, in the like kind of historically 6 years, but maybe also in his past life, maybe researched something kind of the maker of the happy, maker of the liberation in the externally. He said, I never, ever, ever found any kind of the liberator couldn't found in the externally. Maybe some is like kind of the conditions. It is like kind of, in the Buddhist point of view, also Buddha, Dharma, Sangha, Lamas are the temporary like kind of the conditions. Therefore, he says, how I can to take away by your suffering by my hand, or how I can to wash your obscuration by the water. These things I didn't say in Tibet. But anyway, we need to think them. Sometimes we are complain ourselves. Oh, my mind has very strange and it's difficult. It is difficult. Because of that, we are wandering in the samsara endlessly. Why we need to complain ourselves? To put effort ourselves as much as to look like candle. We don't need to self-encouragement. Sometimes we say, I'm not good, I cannot meditate, I cannot study, I cannot do nothing. My mind is running around, my mind is strong involvement of the desire, attachment, and anger, hatred, jealousy. How can I? Of course. Therefore we are studying Dharma. Therefore we are meditating. Therefore we are listening, teaching. And therefore we need to look. Tanal kahiji mumboji buke tola mahi yena la buke tola he guzi mumbo ta mandute ta yena yo. Na chiliri sonzi nyingi ba na silsil. Tadam. Dum yema konambal ki guzi chi hele marite donna. Andi sonji chacha tebi choron rong ji rong la ji pan ta rong tar long ro ji rong zhorzi ji ma zui na ni ji de do chiba ndala yo mulo truk ring gamja news yente ji tarbu kompon do pen se gan zo ga ji tarbu kompon ko gan ji to mas te chiba mama la kong ji zo chiba mumbol tan ji nyu ji de dan dongo tatu sa tse tana rong sen da mato rong trozi ji do rong che ji taru kompon rozi hele mato skong tagu mandu son ji ton de tam chuze son ji don chu gendan lama te do choma ni kap zan se konruko zhodong zhoko nrumbu la pe yao tane da zong ji nin dor ma ji tenra wo yao ni kap zan la mato ji Te nonje chik sonji shachi tabe nge chire chechen choron rong chim becho mazuna chok dipati ngi lopi lan togu maris chire chito dripa te da tomchi chok na kandi so chok goes choron rong dipa mezi zogo gole jes to zodo chire chito rong don sam la sam ko tola tende yongore ngala nyo momba shu chembondu ngala rongjen zofa chembu chire chito te 주니 대바시 빈힘보 유사 안거고 난 도셔는 치 예동의 치 뜨무는 거 어야 따지 녀문 바tum 정간 터가잖아 대 녀문 바고 초르는도서 산레 제거든 배지르도 세거나 셀레리 고조거나 졸레리 무청와 효거나 효레리 핀총 통 또한테 이조거나 저거 따지 다시 문도 아서서 문도 단디공 짤롱라 뭐보다 대저 틀려 맞지 거րջ는 제모제 어수 참참나 단단도 잠블링 돌 아메리카 소나 요르리 다 텐소 요르라 뇽뇽라 연지리 삼서도 마카히가 로뇽 지지 롱쇼 퍼선소소 넘바 야호탄다 머그지리 드나르탄 다 발랑 찡텐 인텐사드 든지 푼디 종다리 짤 니레도 소 이마인던다 ndredo chi nyen de ha mago panna ji ta ji ni so le na ji ko da tanda so sal tse ta shoj zum ma to yole ma ndro sa angi khaza rong ma se rong lo tsal ke chi ke dewa ka karba tong du nga nyo se ji tin re cha te rong me pa zo rong nyar ban do rong lo zi te zo ken sam de ta do re to zo wa de sam la nga che o ta nga da nyom ba gam je ma ta sam nyeng Luyo, ngala chirju korba thongma mepani chom music zawate ndin 12% muye guye zondum sender ndin 12% ta ngare chirju the mantra percent ronjon zofa chembu ngota dari tsamezo te ngoma tsamezo ta ba yaga mata ngaya to zonya ta tani zo tana ngarong kron la chi ya zing to ni rong kron de chet zona chirju do rong kron la pan to gore mato Tengoni mepazoga kachigo to pag pan toguma, mag toguma, sonji togum the hyonchasam. Zambaling sonji to hyonchasam, but don't try to say on tiki huli yogandago. O tanga chiri to the Narong Yam Gomanagana, take hold, pena chiri to the sonji chaya jila. Hiti chiri to the Jijang, just a Hivala cinema, Deva Dult Sechul, Dino Yandanda. Panto yole ma tozo ron leka ma chu ron tozo na te sendal chi trozi data mayuna bashori yode na chikhal se tega ta mayuna chunit padu kapsala ji chari lama re song re do ji trotzi re ta data mayuna heba yimare zhwa chimbon dandare do totu sona heba san pan gu mogu se de cheu te tangja yole ra te zo de heba san yoch tongle re le ma to Shiva san ye nga se on yolma ngaron zum thoma meni ting cham je on tan pi nga cho chere do no to chok to so so ga ka chi to ta yang so chen bu na sha do roke to so Shiva ne long yo so de zin ri je ru ra sam pyo nyar ba la chi ne cho chu kor man thong de jo mu de z go ngo chi chong chong so ga na go pa che din ta yang so cha che ji ma ri tan da re Shiva ne kha je on zo ra Tene tari dice lutengo lonzo tela ci chumanya rongo sam tani sam gogolide sam dukndwa tachire judo nganda chenga chido mi hiem chorcha ke gle ta che kordam on tire zu Patrul Rinpoche son le hien te chola ji cha chi non tena mena kong la hieche ju yona chap ka phako gal choko go rol se ju chu kiep tu kap thana la hien de khur kanda china khato Chiego tanachi caso demo managing the chorus on the Dembari. You know, Tercheredo, Timote, Kotolang, Indian Tony Segre, Jeredo, Niemuna, Mamuna, Hiem, and Ares on the Hegre, Cholon, then I go, Najuk Sosos. I'm just saying to bed, you know. It's when I say these things, such strange things. And maybe it is like very bizarre. If you turn to myself, in Patrul Rinpoche says like when the speaker, you should need to like kind of the example person, good person, yourself too. But if you are like kind of the there's audience, the listeners to kind of the ears like but we say it's like yak is like to turn to your side. Here is white and something you can to see. Turn back is black. Like this sort of, when audience think to the speaker is like this, he says something funny things, but him or herself, then this sort of is not very good. Today is like according to your karma, according to your like kind of the order. And you push me to here, I want to say, you are happy or not happy, angry or angry, I'm very sorry, okay? I want to like this. And that perspective, I think this, I'm in Tibet to say what I said before, Sometimes we are complaining these things. Do not complain. You need to take care of yourself. You practice Dharma or want to really practice the natural great perfections. It is the benefit for yourself. And if you don't practice, tomorrow to give up, I'm just Dzogchen Ranyak who is certainty. If today I'm Buddhist, tomorrow I become Muslim, day after tomorrow I will become the Hindu. And why not? Yes, you can do, but what is really the benefit into your mind? If there's nothing benefit, what? It is like this. If you like kind of, you haven't got any benefit, whatever you want, but something it's the benefit. For instance, I would to say, someone says, okay, this kind of teachings, I will many times did, sometimes says, it's difficult to practice it. We never is trying, if really kind of the logically argue to kind of the, it's the Buddha's teaching is impossible to argue, defeat Buddha's teaching. I'm very sorry, but who can to defeat Buddha's teaching? Because he's telling the truth, realities. That is like kind of the truth. Sonji ke songte demba hluba mepa te redu tanan doji demba mundu ugo depend to some tanda some tesam yongundu sudo sayina kandi yena jinti yena chu lukso nanda chi yendo manna nanda da sedishon ngachu bola tindi yongundu chu la seret tanguni jongden ko tone lu zubur se chi ni yo ji ko tone sonji ko song mrik de heri dabgana sonji ko song te tu nanda yon pando yon jere de zonsan chenser mu samso tani songgunda ngachu tingsong toge ba khashi toge se khako ngate dozo ki jin Dharma na so hiena njinu chi matsa gogyo maras sonji khyocha tabson samsang la chere je to chi tabaka tok khyoja yese jur tik tabaka tok khyoja ye ti thone chi song ko do sonji song tela su gongyo no patag maris 용 samsang tabaka tok khyoja ko chi ji jere sa deli yoti zopa chimbu ngonda chi he ko chi tabaka tok khyoja gongyo yo mar te telling to teli sap teli jere do deng chehu pando sakong gongku jere do zhongdeng to chu tamchi kari yopa de zhongdeng to ni song de ti zhongdeng de rong ko nyam so long nan ma long nan rong la tu yo le ma to just chu korong ngo han chen chu chot je ran de do that the Buddha's teachings actually is really you kind of the to honestly really logically, and if you analyze Buddha's teaching is extraordinary. It is really is like we analyze logically or like kind of argumentation by the like kind of the valid cognitions, like kind of direct valid cognition or indirect and very indirect valid cognition, any kind of the perspective. Who can to defeat? Because it's telling the reality and the truths. Then in that perspective, we practice or not practice, absolutely it is our own responsibility. And also it is the Buddha's teachings. There's no honor. If you really interest, you want to practice, Buddha, he gives to everybody. It doesn't matter man, woman, child, or any kind of. And therefore, we need to take our own responsibility and a little bit to put habitual patterns in, particularly the hardcore teaching of the natural great perfections. Telati poshore yoj tandis that terinda chingajido mobo machin rotana ronsa trov ne to madena se tana yojin le boyin le yon tanari ta Ronyan Zoha Chimbu, Sam Sisur, Sam Della, Tatik Sam Della, Sam Della Matsakega Kajudo, Zimotechul, Chutok Tamak, Sam Sich, the Nyamtok Tamak, Sam Sich. Jerido Tarotana Soya, Jigte Jerido. Chutuk tamaji hipa said, Nyam tuk tamaji hipa. Then it is the Nuxem tamak hipa say change. Tamak hipa say change. Tamak hipa says the Chirido. Tama says the Kuru Mamaka Zuchu Majapak, Sam Tela said, natural. Namjun tamak hipa said Tamak Sam said to the Susu Hiwo, Tamapachi Lase Kochuk. Jete yena tamal ki shipa sejitela tata ngacho ko sem dela taman chutok shipa sejit chura zet pi tan ti dolja ti chutok tama shipa tel tela tati non su ngu zon sandra wo jere judo kandela ngu zon go yole sena di ronjon zofa chimbo sem tela ngo Ronyu Zupa Chimbo Techere Zudo Sanja, Ngo Segana, Nda, Nilu Segana, Nda, Kur San Yunlu Dati, San Uman Dati. Tela Chiridu Samsung, Deva Hip, Himbotina, Sunjik Sam Dizna. Hyonchu Sambanam Sense, Ten Ravojila, the Segadu, Matsok Tata Chiridu, the Ronyu Zupa Chimbo, Sam Segadu. This same tape, Chiridu. P. Nima Trunk dozen and the chick. Chutok Tamak Hipatas. Nyamtok tamak hipat, chertok tamak hipat telan chertok second, cherba cherson. There is the Ronyo Zopa Chimbo, same day, Kason Sonson, Kurguma, Danda Tela, Shun, Yun, Drip, Sal, Pon, Lindi Burs, Shun Chikundela, Kutsawa, Yen Yon Mare. Yun ten say change, Zawajin, Ne Gog Mare. They told a chit to the tit pa, Ponshachi, Longshachi. Tanda chi tsawani korona yo tsoma chiri jido samsang la zhuzhar se, samsang la oma se, samsang la xiaojia chim, samsang la dzogwa chim, sen du zi jinsen tsawan rande kor yinglun rande tandi red yo le re. O ta tandi red yo de tanal tala kor chiri jido tat kar xiawo rande, kupan rande tandi re yo le mari. Tala chiri jido yuan ten rongchi chi. Pena nyamanda china nyamala korong ko rongchi ko weze chindua ti no yendanda chi ki ti tali nuhuch ta tal den hamogote nuhu se gananda nyama ser se gananda ti serendanda te chi kharang serendanda te la churto chi do churson chi do chur mantra ni se ji te yu chuong chosul chur mantra ni ka yong chore gemake ni ka yong chore Kondi ika yongchu, dedu nika yongchu si yecho. Kongru cherezo kor ngamandanate, dedu nika yong, mari. Kondi ika yong, mari. Kondi nika minzang, mundu song kachong tokje tsar songa. Korongo ngoka ni cherezo to, yole maraso. Hyonyo tsar pong lindi person, di saris. Yoma lindi, says the ndrochadu, me rodu. Yana yong, te ngoli, Churtuk tamak hipate, consum kurvalan chamrosi, turbach zongulis. Tani hungul. Ta nyamtok tamak hipachuler, nyamtok tamak hipate, tela samlo tong de tanala, ti no tani chirejido, churtuk mambatamchi, mi njamhik. Chirejido, nyamtok tamak hipasegana, nyamtok chiritok tohachi, haronji, ta pisardu, tani tamak yusenk hipa sejide. Tama nyukseng hipate, doyon tomba ngamandanda. Muchagi nyukseng hipa sejite, tani kor nyumsen seji tombo yeni, yokur nyuma nanchi hipi yehi sejin cho. Nyukseng sede, nyukseng tama hipa sej, telapi yorgo ulira. Ta yorhi kandanda te tatandana la nyamna hedu, rongchur ta nyams langus. I'm just to say, there's self-liberation. Yesterday we stopped like there is instantaneous liberations. The crucial point of the instantaneous the liberations. That is, I'm just beginning the natural great perfections. Natural great perfection we give name of our minds. Actually, our mind is like we can to say it's like ordinary mind, and like kind of the real mind. Before we also study ordinary mind, sometimes the ordinary mind is like, of course, like an individual normal sentient being's mind, but ordinary mind you can to divide it kind of three, like diluted ordinary mind, and like kind of the experience of the realization ordinary mind is. And then it's like kind of, you can to say, the inherent nature ordinary mind. This is translation is correct or not. Maybe you can to see, okay, there are three types of the different ordinary minds. Then in this, we say it's like in the like confusion, the ordinary, diluted ordinary mind, inside the permeated or endowed existence of the natural great perfections. You can to say natural great perfection or the inherent primordial, the Buddha nature, or the nature simplicity of the mind is, we call the natural great perfections. It is in this confusion mind. Then this the inherent nature, I would to say natural great perfection of the ordinary mind. It is already described yesterday. You know, you remember, it is to go beyond any kind of art, remove, acceptance, or rejections. It is like kind of go beyond the positive, negative. It is go beyond the samsara and nirvanas. And this is kind of the dualistic concept, no existence in that perspective. This is already like this. But this one not kind of the handicap. It is not kind of the, like something, how do you say, it doesn't function less. It is like kind of very, very, very functionalities. It's from that, maybe you can to say is that the energy of this, or the illumination of that, or radiation of the luminate of this itself, it is like kind of source of the everything. It comes from this also comes samsara, nirvana, happy, sorrow, everything. All the phenomena actually arise from that. And that perspective, we say is like, first now comes from this diluted mind, present our mind, like kind of the confusion, kind of such mental afflictions, all these confusions also they're like kind of coming and like kind of coming, working, dissolved. And at the same time as now we can to say so, like kind of the yogis, the inner experience, realization, like maintain on the natural occurring, kind of the self-mindfulness. You maintain on it, and it is like kind of the temporarily antidote for the confusion minds. Then is we can to say to simply negative thoughts and positive thoughts. Negative thoughts is a confusion, it's included this confusion, ordinary minds. Positive thought, it is like kind of the related to natural great perfection, and some a little bit verbally or listen, whatever you have some experience, this inner experience or like kind of the to create these thoughts. And most times we need to create, like kind of the bodhicitta, we often say is generate, like create this kind of the inner experience, realization. Maybe we can to say spontaneous liberation or something. This one is to diminish the confusion mind in the temporarily to this kind of the thoughts, to making the mind to more approach to the realities. Maybe this, how it is, like same as the sun. Sun is in the shine in the space. Page yogan, the Numan generation, Yanchu. Numati Nanka Kama Hariona, Parnotana Tun Carbo, Marbo, Mombo, Tun Carbo, the Napo Mombo, Tikti the Yona. Tun take yon tunnel, Numati Candy Yona, some disintegrated. 참상 la chiri chita chan napo mombo chi tse yona tani nyama te kanyo chanchi mbanda chin tingdo ta chi nyama chi chan napo di phajani yole re sanjamyo tani chan te se napo te carbon da chiri 참상 carbo te tongro tongso chi person in 참상 la nyama da 참하 serenda dona ata nyama te serenda da chi reng de sansa chona tenra bo chi ke chiri chi nikabla nyamate drum du ji tramba te yolle te yana yo se ta nego che je nyama khorom la dashye ko tramba karno chi tsaba nyen ne mandu le tramba karno ti karno te chere se china lower banong khang re ti do ta chere to titran de pindro chatana nyama thoni tran karbo to chere tran karbo to no ho se son se chi yog tsaba ni yog marte ko banong la chere to nikap to ni re ti do Tipi sarji chik chetala ridur. Tazo te tat pe yagana tran nopo te chomang te jere zudu nyu mumba jetru yatong ko nang tok te ya. Tani jere zudu tram kabo te chik ta tepa tangho mugu se chik geva nang tok tali yana. Tan donan tatu gana nyama korong la tran kano nyiga gog mare te nikap chang la nga chik thongzi chetala tran kano te jere zudu chik likat lega wale. तो जोदु तना ते दीपक कोंपon थथप जो ट्रंग नोबो ते पारसा थ कों थथ जो चिरे जो चन ट्रंग का बनो जन च गेवा ते कों थथ च ड्रप थना तने निमा ते ठालम रो ते ट्रंबा यम रो चले ट्रंबा ती थोने च मेपा न्यम थोने मेपा मारते कोरोन लोबर ते यो च रो चले तेंडा I'm just talking about the example. If a sun is the shine in the sky and then it is like kind of the in the between there is black cloud and white clouds. It's covered over the sun. We're quite difficult to see direct to the sun, but we can to think, oh, behind there is the sun. And if the black cloud is more thick, more like kind of the crowding, and then it's like the sun is become more covered over. Maybe it's the cloud has become more white and to shine a little bit between the clouds, then we can to see the sun. And maybe it's like kind of the white cloud is like kind of the purified black, the cloud, and help in kind of the temporarily, because this cloud is advantageous for the sun, and just temporarily. And this two cloud, black and white, is never ever exist in the sun. Sun itself perspective, there's no existence of the cloud, any cloud. But there is possible to can come as a cloud to cover like this. We are exactly like now this. Inside like kind of the same exactly that the cloud of the black cloud and the white cloud. But it is like kind of black cloud. So maybe in our mind, white cloud is just maybe a little bit like smallest. And the Yarsi Chamber Hivala song. Kechik deep, kechik givaji hariona. Long chupak sank give at Sharon. They on Sonji to Honchesemba, Hiva Huma Monkey dap des tin delivery. Get you long chupatam to guessing here to Hormago, Sonso. Tijered the chick, Duncan Natilla, Tumbanti, Karmame, Numame, Davame, Tin on the Jeres change in a pea, Monok chicken on the Kahitila and Drogan and Rigumandua. You're not. They trump look at lower and tuna or Nakanaki. Long chupaton chichi, ham, shortilla and rochuva. Then the chicken, some Mumbandino, Santa Tachis, Numu jet yet on the dinner thing tona. They say, give out here not a zongre, something like that. They tender will listen. Guessing did that in the give out young to some to hit Nicola Gogores. In the Shanta there was in the Butcher Avatar sayings like. There is examples. If you are like to be in the autumn weather, during the night, maybe there is no sun, no moon, no star, and all black clouds cover over all the space. If you are in the middle of the desert, you can't see your path. You where you want to go. But certainly some in the skylight, one moment is coming, you just to see a little bit. When you rely on that, you are like kind of going to direction where you are falling into the hole of water. You don't know that, but a little bit you can to see the directions. This is like this. Sometimes in our dark minds, there is a possible to like kind of it rise, like kind of this luminosity of the virtues, or I want to do virtue something. Maybe compassion, maybe faith, maybe devotion, maybe to interest to listen, teaching this. So a little bit is coming. Do not lost that. You should to holding it, because in our mind is such a kind of the darkness. There is the ignorance, and maybe this a little bit the ideas of the want to do virtual things that do not lost to continue like this. And we need to do meditation, study, and practice, follow sadhana, and all these things is very, very important. In the word of my perfect teacher, I didn't say them. It's even you can to have small to see the tsasa, One is a representative of the Buddha Dharma Sangha. Maybe you can to put like to clean place to go round like this. Even I didn't say any in Tibetan. Sometimes even you are like walking, talking, sitting, sleepy times. Maybe you can to say one recited man. Why not? Like kind of the virtue, it is like kind of the medicine or the food. It is like kind of the dispel of our inner dark minds. As much as we. But sometimes we say it's like, now difficult to do, but one day I will do. This is liar. Like this, okay, now I'm it's too much going like this. Those are the Tanda gave in the contact drug go yolide, Nilu Zofa to second, Tata Ronjan Zofa Chamber Santi Mokani, gave Makitsoma younger, gave you pant of gore, dip it no he go. Technica, but 10 currently Ronjan the red dollars. Those are the there is no hinking, no hinking. Muggy Tofa Jolly. Tin Muggy Tofa, the Kivan Tapadala, Dipaches, Drapa, Dipati says take Drapas or Drapak, Dreddol, Ronjan Zofa Chimbo, Dubder. Tet in Jopo Pisarzic. There is the young rainbow chilla, Sonloton de Mugum change, Tela Ticola Sonlotona, Ta Ronsa Trob Neto Madenna, say Ronshire Rontro, Damba say, Tate Carchillery, son Tilacazon. Ronshers, Rontro sage, the Ronsher Rontro sage, Heater sage, and you look at Rontro sage to the Heater sage, then you got some Jimchap Chimbo say. Rontro sage to the Heater sage, the drawer sage, the new moment not to the drogers. Yet is the Trursons Sam the drogers. Hamogo Nujuk Tata Mamband and Tundus Sam, Loyonzuna, Hamogo, Humalika Lena, the Jim Rosie. Mount Palati sound of Nacoyo, Hamogonda, Mumbandan Tundus, not a trorga solid. Not a trochic tap the Damachil, then the sonjik song so much in Yams land solid. Then this other that room tor sage, the room tor sage, just a lay in Sango. She tor sage, the just a lay in Sango said, cheaper than Danala, room tor sage, make the Yanchiman Chigulareso. Room Sarah Trova said. Rong sa son de pena hedon chimbo chi on kazona hedon he on hedon koron rong sa tena trobo so le reso hedon te tache le labon rejan hedon he on de tanal nga hedon he hyong nga ma yan chi ke tsingan dan da chi dong ma chi ni chun dan da chi zo ma chi nga no ma nga pa ma ge sa nga chi ji re son de teng kan ra ji zo ko som chi ni non hedon te non la koron hedon chukuzin da kuchu ti hedon se yelte la samo ton hedon la tere de ngaranda te tsarson de ba ti hedon tere de ronsal yo yo le mare hedon giant tamsal Tozo Tat, then Hedon Koran, Chansi Sogre, Hedon could Nupa Hezere, Hedon could nearby Doji than Rosie Hedon Zogre. Tai Hedon Ronsali, Georgie so good, Hedon here, not Hedon here and Sanjodana, to do Tombo Jerezo, Rumba Temba Sage, Rumba Temba Sage. Rumba Satan, Hedon Koron Rumba Patology young the tunnel, T Rumba Zotana, Hedon Kor Numa Koron, Hedon Koronla, Jerizo, Numak, Jerizo, the Mubo Segana, Niluchul, Hedon Koron, only Hegan, Hedon Mapon, Hedon Ronsa Yagana, Melon Yeshiri and Roger. Hedon Ronsal Yagana, Dorji Sempa General. Take when you call Dembare, take Jerizo. Yeni Tandaji Ronjan Redum, Hedon and Taki, the Hedon to Mageva, Hedon la Chuni Yogmari, say Savanino. Togato Cheredo, Ronjan Zofa Chimbo said the hat young Tansa Pokal Chimbos, Numu Mapon, Damas, Numumba Matsapon Mugni, the Damba says de la Teso, Numumba Kari Sharon Ronshar Rontro said like Hydro Dunyam said the chief Ronsal Tor said the Sote on the Tana, the Numumba Cassian, Nanjo Patoso Nachina, Hedon Hezizo, Ndosha Hezizo, Trodo Hezi, Nagyal Hezizo. Cassi here, Yumna, dead something young apple, Marte or something. Nasonda Chingachigo, Ndosha Hedon, Tandaka, Namto, Heads and Tandu, Leka Ducjoli, Magevas or Sondo. Tari Ron Young Payan, Ben a Hedon to hear and Hedon Ronsa, the yacht. Hedon la Zotu, Maji, Hedon Kurum, la Rumba Mutambi, Hyong, Teni Ronsa Tega Ronla, Yembum, Tam Magupa, Jerezo Zotu, Jem Magupa, Jerezo the Tanda, Koro Ronsa Tega, Ronla Sik Casson Tema Yagana, he drew to Yam sage to Ronsha Rontro sage, Ronsa, Tanal Troll. Tokati Ronsa Troll, Tedon Madena. Then he won't you not to Num Jam Lass, the wound you say it, not to Tam, Chilla Moon Mazan Patilla Savior. Jerry to the Hedon Chimbo Chian, Hedon Robber, Hedon Chimbo. Some sound like Jerry to the Tinchi, not so than this to G, dead the Okachidam. Turned out Jensen Matza Mem changing. Nichi gum gendit and a coron date, Trogo to the song was stone. Then is a Nick and is a coron, Zogchaga. Zogat Chama Chaga Con you say, you Jamanda till Jerson. Then it is a Tatin Zogan Jama Humbo Todo, Sajona, Ni Candies a truck, Candies a key sa, Santos, Gone Chuso Chini Jetek, Jama Santon called Son, don't hear. Tombo Jerry to Zogal Son, Zogan Nanto the Junkin John Jamari, Jamal Son on the Tatter Candy, Candies, Trova Candies, Santa Gum Candy Shorter. Tola is wound you not to sit on a wound you say, not to chon chick cale, yoya, not to chamochic, metal chamochic, Zahon chimbo set this and the Nanda chick, chun chick, wound you take new mumba, jetty jeton yons is over, really rest on it. The Ronsa drove next say the take, Hedon Hienago, Hedon, Kuron Segana. Tan some Yambo dancing, Yambo Dan did not get it. Now he don't hear him, he don't ring, that he don't the Yamaya something. He don't get the compet, Zotu Magia, he don't think Munkan that you'll pass. You gave a Jurgason and Manje. Then is what? Then Dosha Hena, Najal Hena, Trodo, Soma, that Soma, Jig Red Jagan, he don't jumble some of them. I'm choosing to talk about two next verse, okay? If you like the crucial point of the instantaneous liberation, and then it's understand like kind of the undercurrents and thoughts and the afflictions will proliferate. That's the crucial point. The lack of the crucial point of instantaneous liberation. This is a little bit, how do you say? I have augmentation of the translation, okay? But here is the instantaneous liberation. I would to say is the put, the liberation of the put place. Liberation of put place. It doesn't make sense. Maybe yes, maybe no, maybe yes. Okay. Yes, I'm just, okay, I'm coming, and then is you can to argue with me. Why you say like this? Liberation, the put place. Yesterday we say it's like kind of the self-liberation, okay? Naturally occurring self-liberation, already we studied. Naturally occurring self-liberation. And also it's like naturally occurring self-liberation and also the self-liberation. These are why you say that self-liberation, naturally occurring self-liberation, and these two are the self-liberation. When you say the self-liberation, did you use some antidote? If you use the antidote, you cannot to say the self-liberation. And also this naturally occurring a self-liberation, did you apply something antidote? Yes or no? Okay, naturally occurring. Of course, all that is occurring is naturally. But to direct to say, born liberated, arrive liberated, arrive. Now here is the instantaneous liberation, naturally liberation. But I wouldn't use this word here. I would use liberate, putting place. What does it mean? For instance, one is anger arrive, okay? Anger, we can take example anger. Anger arrive, anger place, you cannot to change. Anger itself, you cannot any apply the antidote. Anger put it place. Reason that left at it is. Yes? Now, they can argue. Liberation put place.
It's like active verb, passive showing.
Yes. You can say active verb. Itself, there is no kind of the passive verb is not maybe. Active verb. Pahi piti shavarendo. Yepa posh mundua. Yepa koronrendo. Digi yodame hisal mara. But active the passive can be hikilimara. Pahi piawa and the tiki piawa and the hisal mart. Turkey piawa hiavala the hippo mundua. Pahi patella, pahi pate active or passive. Active. Then passive rendo. Passive in the liberate.
She's asking the same question when you say put, where do you put? What?
Put itself.
Where?
Huh?
Where?
Itself.
Why don't you say left as it is?
Itself.
Left as it is.
Itself.
But put means that you
Huh?
make a place in other place.
There's no putter. Put itself. Huh? Nobody. I didn't say that this person put there. Itself. Therefore, I'm using the left as it is. As it is. Then it's passive, the passive window. You can to say the put, you need to verb. Liberate, to maintain and the place. Each place.
Often it's translated liberation in its own place.
Own place.
In
Maybe.
its own place.
Own place. Okay. That's maybe okay. My translation. But anyway, it works. A wonderful coffee. Okay, cha. Chanto. Here is Jigre. Ren.
This Ranyak naturally occurs. Ranyak la dolej.
Rontro de Hitru sektirinde.
Men det är Ranyak rondor.